Imagine holding a ball and pushing it deep underwater. The deeper you push it, the more pressure it pushes back against your hand. And the moment you let go, it doesn't just float, it rockets into the air. This is exactly where Bitcoin is right now. Do not be fooled by this boring price action, by this calm before the storm. The charts are screaming compression. We might have only 2 weeks left. Today we discuss the secret money printing, whether Bitcoin will crash to $70,000 first, and why 2026 will be the year of absurd gains. If you are ready to calculate when the ball will pop, smash that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Guys, looking at the chart, I see one thing: compression. Bitcoin has been moving in such a tight range that it is mathematically unsustainable. In technical analysis, we call this a coiled spring. The data tells us that within the next 2 weeks, we will see a violent, vertical move. This will be either a massive breakout up or a sharp shakeout down. The direction is uncertain, but the intensity is guaranteed. Fasten your seatbelts, turbulence is incoming. So, what is the force that will launch this ball? It is liquidity. Right now, from the US to Japan, a secret money printing operation is underway. They don't call it QE, but liquidity is flooding the system. The US strategy is clear. They must create inflation to pay off their debts. They are intentionally devaluing the currency. As the dollar index, DXY, drops to new lows, scarce assets like Bitcoin and gold are mathematically forced to rise in 2026. This inflation is the fuel for the absurd prices we expect. Let's talk numbers. Bitcoin closed 2025 negatively, yes, but yearly closes are not the only signal. Right now, the massive wall in front of us is $110,000. If we break this, the game changes. To the downside, our strongest fortress is the 70,000 to 75,000 range. If that violent breakout I mentioned goes down, this zone could be the opportunity of a lifetime. Looking at historical cycles, we have about 100 days left for the true bottom to settle and the bull run to begin, around April 2026. That is when the pieces fall into place. Patience is our biggest weapon right now. So, what do? The strategy is simple: accumulation. Instead of panic selling during drops, we focus on increasing the amount of assets we hold. Let me open a parenthesis for Ethereum here. It seems quiet, living in Bitcoin's shadow right now. But on-chain data shows whales are silently accumulating Ethereum. Remember, Bitcoin clears the path, Ethereum follows. 2026 will be the harvest year for this 4-year preparation. To summarize, guys, think of the market as that ball pushed underwater. Right now the pressure is at max. Hands are shaking. But imagine the height of the jump when that hand lets go. Which way will it break? 110,000 or 70,000? I am waiting for your predictions in the comments. Don't get lost in this stormy sea. Subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next video, maybe we will be discussing that big breakout. Stay safe and trade smart.